All right, guys. Man, what a exciting match compared to the other match we had a couple weeks ago. We have JJ on the left hand side, rocking the what is that? D-Wildman?
Yeah,
Dog Walk Friday.
Next week, Dog Walk Chicago. Dog Walk Saturday, right?
Wait,
What?
you said it backwards, right?
Well, no, he said Dog Walk Chicago.
Yeah, they're gonna win, right?
So he's trying to say he's gonna beat.
He's coming to Chicago next week.
Yeah, so but he said it backwards. He should be Chicago should
My
Dog Walk.
match.
Oh, okay.
My match would be.
So we had exciting match, 21 games. We had CCB Nephew representing the Blitzers, and we have JJ. Just want to say we looked over your games, and me, G Wayne, and Big Lou. I think it's time that we invite him to the family. I think he qualifies to be a Blitzer.
A blitzer?
Yeah. Willie, man?
Yeah.
From his games, what do you think?
Oh, that was a lovely game, man. I love this performance, man. So yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you. Yeah.
JJ, Big Lou, I'm inviting you into the family. He's in the family now.
Yeah, it's a secret society. All we ask is trust. Yeah. So.
Kostra Nostra.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
No inboxing. Jeff Day. No, okay.
So like I said, it was an exciting match. JJ played some tough games, didn't make many mistakes. But Nephew, being that the fast player that he is, he squeaked it out at the end, 11-10. So Nephew, from all your matches, from playing money matches and other people, stronger players, is it a different type of pressure playing under the lights and playing somebody that you never played before? Is it different from McDonald's play or anywhere else you would say?
Yeah, it's extremely different. It's like a cat and a dog. No comparison. You got the lights. You got a lot of pressure, and you also got a good opponent.
Yeah.
But despite the grim outlook, I emerged triumphant in the face of adversity.
That's good. During the match, we had a lot of people doubting you. I don't want to name any names, but you went down a couple of games, and we had some pep talk from Mr. G Wayne, also CCB and Willie Man. What advice did you give him, knowing that he was losing spirit, but he could tell that he was maybe losing focus because JJ wasn't making many mistakes and he was playing strong.
What I told Nephew is this, and it's simple. I said, JJ is playing good, Nephew, but you know, you're playing good too. So when it came down to the 3 minute, and when JJ won 2 games, he came up 3, I told Nephew, I said, Nephew, JJ's not making any mistakes. You're not making very little mistakes, but he's better in little positionals than you. So what you have to do is, you have to steal his time. Now, because when you play a 3 minute chess, let's say one person go up a full minute, once somebody goes up a full minute, that gotta be worth at least 2 pawns to a piece. So what I mean by stealing time is in an opening, play something you're familiar with, gain 3 seconds here, 3 seconds here, 3 seconds here. Before you look up, there's 30 seconds, and that's at least a pawn.
Willie, man, I know you played Nephew maybe thousands of games. Did you see anything different about his style of play today? Did he look more, well, not nervous, but did he look different?
Yeah, he wasn't really playing himself, and I came out for the support. I heard that Mr. JJ here mentioned that he's gonna have him call him uncle.
And this is his uncle.
And I had to tell him tonight, this guy don't look familiar to me.
Yeah.
So he pulled it off. I'm happy, but I told him play the board, don't play the man. I know probably a lot of people was against him, but I knew all the time, 100% confidence in him.
So Nephew, anything that you learned from this match you can take on to the next match, or anything you need to improve on? That, you know, some people think they know it all, but when it comes down to it, you don't know anything until you get in the lights and you're losing it, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, like I said, I couldn't have said that any better than you. Like I played the London system. It's a system that I'm very familiar with. I'm comfortable. It's not too many tactics coming out the opening. And that was my style. And like you say, you don't know it all because I played that system over 100 times, times 3. And this man played a defense to it that I never saw. So that tells you, man, this game here, you gotta stay focused, be humble, and never underestimate your opponent.
So, Mr. Lang, I want to say a couple things. How does you prep for somebody that you don't know? And I know you played them before, but how do you usually prep for somebody you don't know? Like what do you? Is it game by game you adjust?
Yeah. I honestly, I thought that in my match for Steve, I think I spent way too much time on prep and got way too much into the trap of playing the man, and way too much because one thing about Steve is he doesn't play good openings, right? Like he plays Steve systems for everything. That's kind of his thing. So I spent way too much time before the match and during the match trying to turn slight advantages into crushing wins, and wasted a lot of time trying to get more than was in the position out of that because I wanted to. I didn't want to beat Steve as much as I just wanted to show that I was going to demolish his style of play. And it was that kind of playing the man that got me into a lot of trouble and time trouble. So here I kind of viewed not having any idea what Nephew would play as kind of a luxury more than anything, because I couldn't do that. All I could do is just practice tactics, practice speed, and just play my own game. But during the game, his French against E4, like I'm an E4 player. I've never played a D4 tournament game in my life. I've never played anything but E4. But that French was just hard to crack. I think maybe I had one game where I liked my attack out of it, and then the next game it was gone. So then I was trying to get that London in there because I'm not a D4 C4 player. So I was afraid to do D4 C4, and I thought the London would be safe, but I was going to do London before the match started, and I saw he's doing the London, so I'm like, I'm not going to do that to the viewers. We're not doing 21 Londons.
Right.
And B, I assume he has some system he's very comfortable with against it, so I don't want to play like an opening I barely play. Even if it's an easy opening to play, I don't want to play an opening I barely play against someone who's using it against me. But once I made the switch to D4, C4, I kind of figured, look, Nephew, because I was around the time that I saw that Nephew was starting to play faster. Around the time he was trying to steal time. So I thought, look, he's not going for the critical lines in any of these openings. So even though I've never played D4, C4, he's just trying to get out of the opening alive. And I like the games I'm getting out of this better than those dead positions I was getting in the French. So I figured I could do that, and I wish I had done that earlier in the match. I felt very comfortable in those games.
Right. As far as your next match, I think you're pretty much done for a while. You said you don't want to challenge anybody, but I think we're gonna give you a break for the next couple months on a match.
I appreciate it. I'm going to play another match or another rapid match in Indianapolis in a couple days.
Wait, you are?
Yeah. Well, because I was trying to go down there with my buddy Matt from Lincoln Square Chess Club, and then there was like a miscommunication, so I thought he was going to come with me last week, but he couldn't. But then they also put it. So I'm going with Matt to play another match.
Okay.
Yeah. But so I'm going to do that match, and then I'm going to sleep for a long time.
Oh, okay. Do you see anything in Nephew's game that maybe, well, you are higher rated than him, but do you see anything in his game that you can point out to him maybe he needs to improve on, you think?
Well, we talked about that line in the London already, and that was just a very simple thing. It's just there's this system is all about me trying to play bishop f5, and queen takes the pawn on b2. And if he moves his knight off of b1 earlier, then nothing works because I don't have queen takes b2 trapping the rook. So really just the way out of that is to play knight f3 later and knight d2 earlier. And so that was just, I know that's like not exactly what you're asking, but 8 times or something we had this position where there was just a better move. And
never found it.
Yeah, and why would you? It doesn't look right. Yeah, you just, but I mean, beyond that, I just thought, I don't know, I thought you were playing slower than I expected. I mean, I know you have the speed at the end, but I mean, there were plenty of times where I thought you spent 20 seconds on a move, and played the move you probably knew you were going to
Yeah.
win. Because there are a couple times where it was like maybe it wasn't a great move, maybe it wasn't a move you were really happy with, but it was pretty clear that there was nothing else in the position, and it was pretty clear that this wasn't really a critical moment in the game. And then you're spending 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and that gave me a lot of chances. Otherwise, you would have seen how slow I am.
And you ain't mentioned that too. Speaking of the French, how many times have you actually played the French? Is that one of your favorite openings?
Yeah, that line in the French, that's one of my favorite openings. I like the bishop to d7 and to c6 because you get rid of that bad bishop in that line and you come out the opening, you're pretty much equal. So I like that.
Okay.
And it's really not played that much too, so that's another reason why I chose that.
All right.
But even with, again, with my favorite opener, the London with white, and my favorite defense against e4, he played real good, and it was real hard.
Okay. Any questions from the audience? Nothing?
I'm just glad it's over.
Long match, right?
I mean, the only thing I noticed is when you played the London system, I noticed when you brought your queen out to when JJ normally with white you want to get your queen to b3 first, and you let JJ get his queen to b6 first, and then you brought your queen out to challenge. Then he would push the
7 times.
the pawn, right? Yeah, right. And so that's something that from I remember from studying the London system. I believe that's wrong. I believe you're supposed to bring your queen out first or something.
But that's true. It's true in general, but the whole point of this line is that's the earliest he can bring his queen out, because otherwise I have a pawn on c5 and he doesn't have pawns on. If he played queen b3 earlier, he wouldn't have pawns on e3, c3 yet.
Okay.
So if he brought his queen out, I just play c takes d4, c takes e4, knight takes d4, and go up a pawn. So that you're right, that's what you want to do. But this whole system is trying to disrupt it.
Disrupted,
Yeah.
right?
But with me and JJ, it's a big point difference in our ratings, and I definitely felt it.
Some people would admit that.
I definitely felt. Is it 300 points? It felt
200.
like 300 points.
Well, actually,
But it's a 200 point.
what's your
gap.
classical rating?
It's pretty much the same as my Blitz, maybe.
Oh, so almost 300.
Yeah,
Points, give or take.
so it is 300 points in
Yeah,
classical.
Yeah, he's 21-21.
Yeah, give or take 10 or 15 points. So I definitely felt it, but fastest guy.
All right, before we close it out, this is not a question for you, JJ, because you've done it for a while. Neff, anybody else you want to maybe call out for a match, or you just want to just lay low, and just sip your cup?
First off, I'd like to thank you, man, for giving me the opportunity for this match. This was my first match. I'd like to thank June for
Thank you, June, for hosting it.
Great venue. Man, everything's good. Pops, waters, food. I'm sold there. So I'm good, man. I'm good on the matches for now.
So we're gonna close it out with a couple of words from our sponsor from the NBL. We have a triple header next week. 3 matches with our very own CCB G Wayne is playing D Rahman.
Yep.
That's match number 2 at 5 o'clock. And we have Jermaine playing KB. He was here earlier at 3 o'clock. And we have the headliner, Daniel versus Lopez.
Right.
2 masters. Well, they don't consider Daniel master, but we know what it is. So that's gonna be next week. You guys tune in. It's gonna be Facebook Live at the dojo. Thanks everybody for coming out. Willie Man,
Much love.
Wayne, and these 2 guys.
JJ.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Great venue.